Hello, agency owners, future agency owners. How is it going for you today? I am excited to be here with you. I have been doing the research on the states of New York as well as Virginia as far as what the requirements are to gain licensure or not, right? So we'll kind of get into that and what I mean by that. Again, every state is going to be different. So let me know what state you're in. I am going based on the group's needs here and our group here on Facebook, Home Care Agency Startup Method, what you are needing based on what state you're in. So let me know. I will research the states in order of your need, okay? I was going alphabetical and I was like, we got to change this up because people, you need to know what's going on, right? And we need to kind of crack the code and decipher all of this. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Virginia first. Before I do that, quick introduction. My name is Bethany. I've been a home care agency owner for 13 years. It took me 2 years to get my license here in the state of Maine, and mainly that was because I had to reinvent the wheel. All the paperwork, all the policies and procedures, the employee packet, the client intake packet, all of it, I had to do it. And so I started this group to kind of help with some clarity when it comes to this field. We need to support one another for sure because there's like no college for this, right? And then I also, on that note, created the Home Care Agency Startup Academy. And so that is a program that is available to you to utilize, and it has everything in it, all the documents that you will need to start your home care agency, and they are all completely done, and you get to edit them with your agency name, your mission, your logo. You get to just add it in, but everything is all done for you to download and edit. So I want to make it easy. I want to help you get your agency open sooner. Whether you need licensure or not, the documents inside of the academy are needed for efficiency. Whether you're just going to get a business license and take on clients privately, or if you're going to go for a complete licensure and contract with like Medicaid and VA and long-term care, who would then require the documentation. Either way, you're going to want all of this set up for you so that your agency runs as efficiently as possible. And then again, some of this is required. And if you already have a home care agency, but you're like, I'm needing more, I'm needing that employee packet, like what should I have in that? I'm needing a better client intake packet, a better system around that, then the academy is also for you. So go ahead and check that out when you can. But for today, let's go ahead and start with Virginia, okay? So I did share all of this in the guides section of our Facebook group. So you can definitely reference all of these there. But starting with Virginia and their definition of license. So I'm going to read to you just a little bit about it and what they are speaking about when speaking about a license, okay? So they are saying that a license to operate a home care organization is issued to a person. They will not issue it to a person who's been sanctioned pursuant to certain criteria. Like we talked about before, they're going to do background checks, things of that nature. Persons planning to seek federal certification or national accreditation pursuant to the Code of Virginia must first obtain state licensure. Okay, so here we go. If you are planning on, in the state of Virginia, you want to contract with Medicaid, you want to contract with the Veterans Administration and long-term care insurances that require licensure. Some don't, there's a couple that don't. But if you want to do that, then my take on this, my interpretation of this is that you need to have state licensure, okay? there's a little bit with Virginia. I'm going to be honest. There's a little bit. There's a lot of definitions. There's a whole link inside of the guides, just the definitions. And I would definitely go there and to that link and really look through the definitions and figure out where you fall into place. I'm going to try to help you decipher it a little bit, but there's a lot there. Okay. So under this license section that I'm talking about, we've already figured out if you're a home care organization, then you need to have state licensure to do that contracting with other entities. Now I'm going to pop over to the definitions page and I'm going to look at that home care organization and what that means. It means a public or private entity providing an organized program of home health, pharmaceutical, or personal care services according to the Code of Virginia in the residence of a client or individual to maintain the client's health and safety in his home. A home care organization does not include family members, relatives, or friends providing the caregiving services to persons who need assistance to remain independent in their own home. Okay? So, a home care organization is, they are organized program of home health. So with home health, 9 times out of 10, when you hear health in there, you're talking about having RNs, OTs, PTs, speech therapy, CNAs. Okay, so if that's not you, let's go ahead and cross that one off the list. Pharmaceutical, we're not talking about that here. We're going to cross that one off the list. Personal care services. Now that could be us, right? That could be us because we're talking about a home care agency. We're talking about providing care to people in their homes. So let's go ahead and look at the personal care, what that means. One moment here. Personal care services means an organization may provide personal care services in support of the client's health and safety in his home. The organization shall designate a registered nurse responsible for the supervision of the personal care services. Okay, so then this is a little bit different, right? This is a little bit different. And this is why, if you're in Virginia, please go to that guide section. Please look at those definitions that are there for you, okay? And I have somebody that just drove in my dooryard. I wasn't expecting. Oh, we're on a roll too. All right. So I'm going to come back. This is going to be in 2 parts, okay? We ended with personal care services. I'm going to come back and we're going to finish this. And I am so sorry. All right, we're going to come back.